Welcome to today's video. I'm so excited to be filming this video. I've wanted to make this for years at this point, at least 1 year, because last year was when I really started to figure all this out in terms as to what really works well. Today, we are going to be talking all about crystals that, in my opinion, work so much better than rose quartz to attract specific types of love into your life. I have talked about doing this video in a few other crystal and spiritual videos I've posted, and I got a lot of good feedback from people requesting that I make this, so I hope that you enjoy. I hope that this helps. I keep looking down because I have prepped and I have all of these unique specific types of crystals in order, ready to go, ready to be talked about. Before we do, I just want to mention I have a ton of other spiritual crystal related videos up on my channel. So if you are a newer viewer, please subscribe, because this is the type of stuff I love to make and share and talk about with you. Some important ones to mention would be my full crystal haul / tour of the whole house. Viewers have counted, and I think I had like 300 crystals in total around my home. So that is a really awesome tour to start with. I also have a few crystal shopping vlogs that I love to make. So I have the best crystal shops here in Minneapolis to check out. I also just posted the best crystal shops in Florida, and every few months I'll make a vlog, just like a day in the life vlog, where I do go crystal shopping. So you'll see crystal shopping kind of integrated into a lot of my content. One last thing before I get started is I apologize if I pronounce anything wrong in this video. I am just really bad with pronunciation. I actually had a speech problem growing up. I went to speech therapy, so sometimes reading or verbally speaking a word can be really hard for me. Obviously, I've gotten a lot better now that I'm an adult and not a child, but it does creep up on me, and there are some words that I do have a hard time pronouncing. In my mind, like, I can say it correctly, and that doesn't take away from the knowledge that I might have on that crystal. If I say something incorrect, I'm sorry. Don't even mention it, because I probably know too. So let's get into this video. I assume if you're watching this video that you are at least somewhat familiar with crystals and their properties and how they are used, but crystals can be a really powerful tool to own and to use and to have on your body because they store energy, there's vibration in them, and certain crystals are known to attract certain things into your life or absorb certain others or just help you in different areas. If you don't believe in any of this, then this video probably isn't for you, but I appreciate you being curious and wanting to watch, respectfully, of course. But if this is something you believe in, then you are probably also familiar with rose quartz, which is a very common type of pink quartz. I have a ton of it around my house. I've got this beautiful pink rose quartz tower that I have in my living room typically, and just other various raw pieces of it. Rose quartz is an awesome stone, and in no way is this video me trying to say that, like, here are stones that are better than rose quartz, because I highly recommend this, and for years I was very drawn to it. That's the other thing too. If you don't know where to start with your crystal journey, or you're wondering, you know, which ones should I get, always purchase the crystals that you were drawn to. And for years, I was drawn to rose quartz. I'm not so much anymore, but it is a beautiful stone to have in various rooms of your house because it is a great stone to attract love into your life. A lot of people will take this information and think romantically and try to attract a relationship or a certain partner by using rose quartz. And while this doesn't necessarily not work, there are certain stones that are more specific to drawing in a partner that I think work a lot better than rose quartz. Because here's the truth about rose quartz, and let's start there before I talk about the other stones. Rose quartz is a stone that attracts abundance and love into your life, but it is mostly known to attract self-love and an overall just feeling of love through life once again. So if you are dealing with sadness or just a loss of that like joy in life, rose quartz is a great stone that will help remind you of just how much love and abundance you have around yourself. This stone really helped me with self-love when I needed it when I was younger, and I think that's why I was so drawn to it. So if you keep this under your pillow or next to your bed or just near your body, it will help you love yourself. It will help you realize like how loved you are in life, and it might attract love into your life in the form of a best friend, in the form of a new pet, or in the form of a partner. But it's not really a stone that I associate with, I want a relationship, so I'm gonna buy rose quartz. You know, the running joke on TikTok is hiding rose quartz in your boyfriend's car, or hiding rose quartz like in his clothes and hoping he'll ask you to be your boyfriend or girlfriend, really. But I don't necessarily think that's going to work, because what if? Also, I'm not suggesting that you hide crystals in someone's space. because I don't think it's gonna work that way. But let's say that you're seeing someone and you decide to hide rose quartz in his or her car, thinking that's gonna make them love you. What if you put rose quartz into their frequency and it makes them realize that they love themselves and that they don't want, like, you just don't know where it's gonna go, you know? Like, what if it makes them realize they're still in love with somebody else, or that they need to focus on themselves? It's just so open-ended, because all this does is attract love into your life in various ways, and it's an awesome stone. Highly recommend. But if you are looking to attract a partner, a stable relationship, perhaps you're seeing someone and you want it to get more serious, or you'd like them to become official with you, I wouldn't start with rose quartz. Definitely have some. Remind yourself how much you are loved and how much you love yourself. But here are the crystals that I think work so much better than rose quartz when it comes to relationships, romance, and love. Number one, we are starting with my all-time favorite crystal when it comes to love, and that is Kunzite. I have 5 pieces of Kunzite here. Kunzite is a bit of a rarer stone, and if you watch my other videos, you've definitely heard me ramble on about how much I love Kunzite, but I came across it for the first time last summer, and it was definitely advertised at the spiritual shop as being very rare. Not gonna lie, these small pieces of Kunzite here were, I think, $12 each or $20 each. I'll have to check the photo, but they were a little pricey, and I got 2. I also picked up these 2 pieces of Kunzite, and then I just got this new piece of Kunzite in Florida. I have more Kunzite, but they're really, really small raw pieces of it that are in my living room. I didn't want to take out of the bowl that they're in. But what I love about Kunzite, and what I think Kunzite is known for, is divine love. If you are trying to attract divine love into your life, pick up a piece of Kunzite. It is a bit rarer to find, so this is why I always mention it. Because if you are crystal shopping and you come across Kunzite in that store, buy it. I went to a few crystal shops in Arizona a few months ago, and not every single shop had Kunzite. I was at this one shop in Scottsdale and they didn't have Kunzite. The employee was saying like, oh, that one's a tough one to find. Now, depending on your location and where you live, it might be easier than other places, but Kunzite's a wonderful stone. It aids in emotional healing. It can calm anxiety, calm your nerves, help with any heartbreak that you might be going through. It also is known to open and connect the heart with the mind, which helps in communication between the head and the heart. But overall, this baby is known to attract divine love. So here with rose quartz, you know, this attracts abundance and love into your life. Kunzite attracts divine love, which is just so beautiful. I love Kunzite so much. I always keep it close to me. And last summer, when I was going through kind of a rough breakup, that is when I discovered Kunzite for the first time, and I bought these 2 pieces, and I think it was like a few days after I bought it that I met who I'm seeing now. So it all works out. I'm telling you, this attracts divine love. Cannot recommend Kunzite enough. Honestly, end the video here. That's all you need to know. Just kidding. The next stone that I want to talk about is Sardonyx agate. I hope I'm saying that right. Sardonyx agate. Oh my god. Sardonyx. I have a sphere, and then this little baby is Sardonyx as well. I got this in Florida a few weeks ago and this in Minneapolis last summer, and that is when I discovered this on the same day that I bought Kunzite. What I love about Sardonyx is the color is stunning. It's like a dark red, amber, brown, black. Since ancient times, this crystal has been known as the crystal of strength and protection. It is a very powerful stone. It provides courage, happiness, clear communication, all good things that you should have in relationships. And the thing that I was really drawn to, that I learned the day that I found this at the crystal shop, is that Sardonyx agate is actually known to bring lasting happiness and stability to marriages and partnerships. So at the time, I was kind of like going through this breakup of kind of a thing. Like, we never made it to the what are we conversation, but feelings were very invested. And I picked up this stone because I was looking for stability in relationships, and I didn't think I had it with who I was seeing at the time. I wanted that long-lasting partnership, and this is known to help bring that into your life. And oh boy, I mean, it's worked so far, because like I mentioned, I met who I'm seeing now shortly after purchasing these stones, and it's been pretty stable. Like, I'm a pretty content gal right now. I recommend this stone for someone that is kind of stuck in that in-between of a thing, but wants it to go further. If it's meant to be, it will be. If you are trying to attract a long-lasting, stable relationship, this baby is for you. Ah, Lepidolite. I hope I'm saying that right because I always feel like I'm saying Pedialyte when I say it, but Lepidolite is a beautiful purple stone. I have this little purple one in the shape of a heart and I really, really love it. Lepidolite is a beautiful calming stone that is known as the crystal or stone of transition. So if you are going through a very transformative time in your life, this will come in handy. The reason that I'm including this in a video about relationships is because Lepidolite also aids in emotional healing and can stop destructive patterns. So like if you are a self-sabotager or you've just noticed some negative patterns that maybe you or your partners have when you are dating, this can help break that cycle. It also dissipates negativity and helps with depression and stress. It's also known to release old behavioral and psychological patterns and gently induce change. So the reason that I think this helps with relationships is a lot of times when you are dating, perhaps you tend to self-sabotage or have some negative patterns that you want to help break. I know that I personally had some in terms of like anxiety and self-sabotaging with that. So this can help you break those and introduce a new positive transition or change into your life. So if you are someone that you feel like constantly gets stuck in the same cycle of dating the same type of people, that may not be the best for you, or perhaps you're the person that you feel like tends to have toxic behavioral patterns in dating, this stone could help you gently break those habits, break those cycles, and find someone who is healthy and good for you, or just help with self-sabotaging. I think like this stone can go a long way. So Lepidolite, so cute, so beautiful, really great stone in helping emotional stuff. Now the next stone is black tourmaline. Tourmaline. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I do know what I'm saying. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Black tourmaline is such a powerful stone. So I have this huge tower of it as well as this raw chunk. What's awesome about this, as well as obsidian, black obsidian is very similar, is that it absorbs negativity. So I love having one of these in the entryway of my home, the living room, and by my bed, so that it can absorb any negative energy surrounding it and clear the air for you, like literally. But what's wonderful about black tourmaline is that it also is known to invite love into your life. But yeah, very powerful stone. Speaking of tourmaline, I have another favorite stone that I think works so great, and that is pink tourmaline. Beautiful. I only have one piece of pink tourmaline, but she is stunning, and I found her the same day at the same shop as the Kunzite and the Sardonyx agate. So what I love about pink tourmaline is that it's actually a little bit rarer to find as well. So again, if you come across it, jump on it, get that baby. This is known as the stone of love, and it helps bring cognitive awareness in regards to romance and love in your life. It also assists in freeing yourself from destructive patterns. Again, similar to Lepidolite, if you struggle with any self-sabotaging patterns, behavioral traits or whatever, this can help break those cycles. It's also a very calming stone that helps aid with anxiety, stress, heartbreak, grief, or depression. Again, with mental illnesses like anxiety and depression or even grief, you know, definitely seek professional help. I am no stranger to that. I go to therapy. This is not me saying that this cures that, because I know that professional help and medicine and all that is just as important, but also these can help you as well. Yeah, just bringing that cognitive awareness to romance and love in your life can help you kind of recognize consciously a connection. What's going on? Where do you want it to go? For just that awareness, I think, is really helpful, and that's something more specific that other stones might not be able to give you. Pink tourmaline, one of my favorite stones for love. Okay, the next stone is really exciting because it is known as the soulmate stone. I didn't even know that when I bought it. I posted about it and a friend told me that it was known as this, so to be careful because it could draw your soulmate in. I don't know, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, but it is beautiful, and that is this stunning little chunk of Larimar. So this is known as the dolphin stone as well. It's this beautiful like aquamarine, bright baby blue color. It reminds me of the ocean. It's just a very calming blue stone that is supposed to be super, super healing. And when I posted this on my Instagram story, when I purchased it, talking about how it's this stunning stone of tranquility and nurturing, that is when my friend responded to my story saying, be careful, it's also known as the soulmate stone. So I guess it's also known to help draw in your soulmate if you feel ready. The reason she said be careful is because let's say that you're casually seeing someone who isn't your soulmate, and then you start trying to attract your soulmate. The universe is gonna push who's not your soulmate away to make room for your actual soulmate. So it can be a very powerful stone, and that is why I say to be careful, because sometimes when you are attracting something or trying to manifest something into your life, the universe has to make room for that thing or person or opportunity to come into your life by releasing what's no longer serving you. And that can induce change, a transition. It can be a really tough transitioning time. But if you're at a place in your life, let's say you're super single, I've been there too, and you're like, oh, I'm just done with dating, I'm ready to find my soulmate. Look into Larimar, because this baby might really help you. Besides being known as the soulmate stone, it's also a very soothing stone that can help with clear communication and nurturing. It also eliminates self-destructive habits as well, which will help you find a good, healthy relationship. But overall, this baby is the soulmate stone, so proceed with caution. Now, speaking of soulmates, Rhodonite, another amazing stone. So I've got this piece of Rhodonite from Arizona, and then I also have this Rhodonite bracelet on me from Florida. To be honest, Rhodonite is a newer stone of mine that I discovered this year, but it's also a crystal that is known to help you find your soulmate. So it's known to help draw in your soulmate. It releases blockages of the heart chakra too. So if you are trying to align your chakras, this can help clear that heart chakra right up to allow love into your life. And it is known to bring peace and balance into a relationship, which is very important. So wonderful, beautiful stone, Rhodonite. Highly recommend looking into it. I think I also have a Rhodonite tower that I forgot about that's downstairs. I keep that by my entryway, this by my bed, and this on me. This next one is a very stunning piece, and it's a stone that I've only come across once, and I go crystal shopping a lot, so definitely be on the lookout. But chrysanthemum stone. This is a tower of chrysanthemum stone. It is stunning. It does sort of look like chrysanthemum petals, like the little white pieces in it, but I keep this in my sunroom. And the chrysanthemum stone is known to bring in stability and trust into relationships. And it does this by releasing anger or animosity that you may have. It also is a really great stone that helps with depression. Overall, a wonderful crystal to have in your house, but the part that I wanted to include into this video is how it can bring stability and trust into relationships. Two things that you definitely should have, you know, in a relationship. So if you're looking for stability and you want to be able to trust your partner, chrysanthemum stone is your crystal. So it's great because all these crystals kind of work together since they all do certain different things, you know. A lot of us find ourselves stuck in these situationships where we might want it to go further. And so if that's you, a lot of these crystals help with stability, trust, relationships, long lasting, like security, stuff like that. Now the last stone, I saved this one for last as kind of an honorary mention because it is more of a passionate stone, I should say, and that is carnelian. Carnelian is a stone of courage, but it's also known as a stone of seduction. So I love carnelian. It's usually in this warm red color and variation. I have a lot of carnelian around my home, but these are just 3 pieces that I found and picked up for the video. Carnelian opens and energizes your sacral chakra, which awakens your sexual energy. So if you feel like your chakra might be blocked, this would be a really good stone to help you with that. It also helps you manifest your sensuality and makes you very appealing to someone that you might be trying to physically attract. Carnelian crystals are also known to ignite passion, and overall it is just a very powerful stone for physical intimacy and love. This one is perfect to keep in your pocket, just saying. But yeah, it's a beautiful red color. Red is always known in a lot of spiritual, like candle usage or even crystals for love, sex, and intimacy. So that's why carnelian, red, sardonyx, red. So yeah, those are all the different crystals that I wanted to mention that I personally think work a lot better than rose quartz if you were trying to attract love and relationships into your life. I hope that this helped. Highly recommend all the stones mentioned. Please comment down below any other stones or crystals that I forgot to mention that you also think work really well. I'm always learning about new crystals, but when it comes down to it, if you are wondering, oh, which one should I just start with, or if there's one stone that I recommend out of all the ones that I've talked about, it would be Kunzite. Buy yourself some Kunzite and start attracting that divine love into your life. I cannot rave enough about how much I love Kunzite. I'm wishing you the best when it comes to love and romance, and I will send all the positive vibes your way. I hope that this video brings divine love into your life. Maybe that's a sign they're gonna text you. Honestly, I think that's a sign that you might be hearing from them soon. So, or if not, it's your sign to text them. Not me encouraging you to text them. Whatever is meant to be for you will find a way back to you or to you, and I will find my way back to you next week with a new video. Check out my other videos about crystals down below. Subscribe to my channel for more. My Instagram is linked down below as well. It's just makaykay17. Give me a follow, and I'll see you real soon with my next video. Bye!